mission. Again, that's why I'm giving you clarity. That's why I'm going there. But I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? Because European writing and just like the book of the day, I believe those things may come from the book of the day. And it ain't the book of the dead. It's really the book of eternal life. This is an individual that was given that confession saying, I haven't done any wrong. Therefore, he was confessing, I'm entitled, therefore, to eternal life. Okay, now, when we talk about the laws, in all respect, I'm talking to you. Okay, I'm not talking to the white man or some other people. I'm talking to y'all. Even y'all deny you can't change. You're the original people. Okay? So whether you call yourself Israelites and call yourself Originals, which only means original people, we're actually saying the same thing. Okay? We're battling over a word. Okay, we're fighting to say I'm red and I'm blood. I'm cuz. You see what I'm saying? And I'm saying those fights we need to quit. We need to come and do what's extra. Just try to bear with me because I'm getting to the thing about law. That's why I'm addressing this. That said, the original people invented civilization. They invented the judgment hall. They the ones that invented the judicial system.
Of what?
The judicial system of how, what do you do when people do not comply with the decree of God? Okay, so are we just going to, anyone to tell a lie, we're just going to execute them? I gotta. But just let me close out on this. Because I'm hoping I can get clarity here, but this is really essential and this is a great conversation, believe me. I can't tell you how many people are where we're at that wanting to know what we're talking about right now, okay? This is really important. But when Alexander, y'all mentioned earlier, go over in that part and blow up libraries of thousands of years old.
Alexandria,
those were a lot of the laws written up in some of them libraries. We had
but those laws were
volumes. We have volumes.
I was talking about the laws of the other side. We can pull it up. We got
Fair enough.
information.
I get that. Now, don't argue that point. I'll go back before then. When the Greeks and the Romans came to Egypt, okay, they had what the modern day people call libraries. They had judgment halls up in Egypt, okay? And I'm saying they had volumes and volumes of laws. They had a judgment hall. And when people came in, they got to those volumes to have fair law, and they decided judgment based on you did this, you did that, therefore the consequence of that is blah, 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 blah. Now, so I'm being honest with you. I don't know what's in all those volumes. If homosexuality was in the volume, and reasonable, there's a possibility that it was. Can I actually say that it was? I really don't know. I can say this, if it wasn't there based on all my other study and knowledge of it, there must have been a reason why they didn't have it included. Maybe just wasn't going on. Whatever the reason.
You know why it wasn't included? Because back in ancient Egypt, they were doing all types of manner of immoral acts. Customs, practices.
Okay.
And even in this book,
acts were they doing?
Homosexuality.
That's what I'm saying.
That was big in ancient
Egypt. But I'm saying that because I'm saying to you, were you there?
Do we know?
I'm saying the white boy come and interpret all of our stuff all the time. And he injects and puts stuff in there and write out the way he wants. I'm not, hey, y'all can play it off like that, but I'm just being honest about myself.
I get it.
I'm not going to condemn my ancestors and say things about them that I don't know if they did wrong or not. If I listen to this liar, he say that our people enslaved our people. I don't find nothing in history that gives proof that the ancient Kemet, Egyptians and Africans actually took our people, put them in shackles and chains, and put them through with the white man.
But you know, a lot of those. Go ahead.
Okay, you seen the movie? What's the movie called Prince of Egypt, right? Prince of Egypt, right?
I don't understand.
Prince of Egypt, right?
Go ahead. Yeah.
Prince of Egypt. What happened when Moses?
Prince of Egypt. What's Prince of Egypt?
It's a movie.
I ain't watching no Prince of Egypt made by the white man.
All right, all right, so the answer, when the brother asked the question, right? You basically said that you don't have the answer to that question, right?
No, I said.
You said you didn't have.
No, this is what I'm saying.
You said the answer isn't available.
I answered. No,
Right?
that's not what I said.
So what'd you say?
That's not what I said. What I said is, I know that they had halls of judgment, and they had a lot of laws. How do I know that?
I'm
going to answer that.
Come on with that information.
And I will answer that.
Okay, wait.
I'm going to answer that.
You said
No, I'm going to answer that.
Go ahead.
I'm going to answer that. Because that's documented in the Catholic Church and the Roman history. They went and destroyed their hearts of judgment and different things like
Okay,
that.
but for
That
the-
is found in history, and you can look it up and
But
find
for
it.
the question that he asked about the two men lying together,
Right.
you said basically you don't have the answer because the answer was destroyed, right?
No,
That's
what
what you
I'm
said.
saying, no, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying, I want you to understand what I'm
listening.
really saying.
Okay, go ahead.
What I'm saying is, there's a thing called process of elimination, okay? Which requires critical thinking. You have to be a critical thinker in order to follow what I'm saying. If you already have a presumption, like you already decided, no matter what he says, we're going to try to prove him wrong, then there's nothing I'll say that's going to get you guys to acknowledge what I'm really saying.
But you know what it all boils down to is.
But I want to answer the question if I may.
All right.
So what I'm saying precisely is this. All I know when I do my personal study of Kemetic beliefs, okay?
Yeah.
I'm finding that they upheld what is reference to a divine order. Divine order is saying this is what was made for right living, okay? So anything contrary to right living
Is wrong.
is wrong.
Okay, so the
But
question.
if their belief, if the fundamental belief and purpose of their law was structured for only good and right living, then anything that's not good and not right
It's
living
contrary.
would be impossible to be included in a law that they're upholding as the law only purpose for good, righteous, and
So-
correct living.
So the question was in homosexuality. The answer for that was
But
what?
that's like asking me, did they have a law for atomic bombs?
How?
I'm saying maybe they did. They had black powder, but they didn't make bombs.
Okay.
So maybe they had a law that said you can't use black powder to make bombs.
I'm-
I as an individual can't answer that.
Okay. So you say you can't answer the question about homosexuality
I'm
because.
saying I can't answer the question.
Didn't I say that?
Right.
So I said you said you can't answer the question about homosexuality because you don't have the evidence of stating that what they said about homosexuality was destroyed.
But I say it again, it's this, that if, first of all, if you're totally missing the main point of it.
No, he asked.
No, I'm saying
I'm just saying.
Hear it
he asked a
again,
specific
hear it
question.
again.
You still haven't answered it.
No, I mean, you're not hearing, but I will say it again. I'm saying,
Right,
I'm
you
a
don't
Kemetic
know.
man right now, okay? Not only am I a Kemetic man,
And by the way, this is the reason why we serve captivity. Because our people chose to go
Yes.
into everything except
The
what the
scripture-
Lord told us to
but
harvest.
let me say, just
This is why we in the conditions that we in.
That answers I'm the original Kemetic man at this point, okay, represent him.
You would show you
As
choose
the
to
original
identify with
Kemetic man,
Didn't you admit earlier that you
I'm doing this as a
Native
hypothetical to
American?
answer the question.
No, we're asking straightforward questions.
I'm trying to give you the answer.
Just say yes. Do you have the answer
It's not
about?
a yes or no.
See,
I'm-
you see how
I'm giving you
confusing
the
it is,
answer
though?
if you want it.
Do you see how confusing that is?
Confusing deep if it took 2 weeks to explain
No,
if you want the truth.
2
Let me
weeks.
speak the
We
truth.
can go right into our book and
All
show
I'm
you that
saying-
homosexuality
but
is
then
off.
if you believe in God and you telling God if the truth is 2 weeks long that we can't hear you for 2 weeks,
What
is
are
that
you
what you're
ta-
saying?
No, I'm telling you, he gave us the
I'm
answer.
saying if I give
on
you the
homosexual-
answer, I'm
What's the
attempting to
answer?
give you the answer.
Is it bad or
The
good?
answer is, if the original people, if the original people who end up making original law,
matter of fact, get us.
if original people make original law, and that law is based on only what is good and right for right living,
I'm
then
a-
they're not going to have anything
ask
in
the
there that's opposed to what is righteous law. They're not going to make any law that's opposed to God's decree. So if homosexual, if making bombs, if massacre, or anything else is against God's decree, it is not going to be in the original law.
Okay. So there's a hypothetical question. Go ahead. Go ahead.
But you
Right,
know,
right.
a lot of the
Fine.
stuff, a lot of the people that come from Kemet,
Go ahead.
they're still practicing traditions in Africa that come from Kemet that involve homosexual acts.
Okay, this is what I found out. This is what I found out.
Let me answer
Yeah.
the question. I'm gonna answer the question.
But let me, can I respond to
I'm gonna answer
And there's
the question.
hieroglyphics
This
on.
is relevant. Let me respond to
You
him
see
on
a
that.
homosexual
that you
acting
said
in
you don't know.
hieroglyphics.
No, but he just
I'm
made a
gonna
statement.
go
I
off of
wanna
what you
respond.
said. I'm gonna
Okay.
go off of what you said. What you
Okay,
said
what
is
else?
lucky, bro. But what you said was this. You said you don't know because they only have because they only make laws if it's right with God. The only reason for a law is if you break God's law. That makes sense. If you don't keep it perfect,
You didn't hear everything I said?
because you're talking in circles. This is the problem.
No, I didn't talk
Let me
in circles.
finish.
He
Let me
asked me a
finish.
question
Let me
before
finish.
that.
And you talked in a circle 3 times.
I have never talked
Without
about
answering directly.
The final answer
all
was,
because you're not
the final answer,
understanding.
You
the
don't
final answer
understand
was
it.
you don't know.
Okay.
Because you wasn't there.
It's
Then you
all
asked, hold on.
it's
all good.
Then you asked this man. Then you asked this man, how do you know? I'm not
It
listening
just
to
shows
the
you the
white man.
foolishness of the wisdom of this world.
That's why Jake gotta die, bro.
Right.
I'm not going by white man's movie,
But
man.
who gave you the information
That
out
ain't
of
no
these books?
truth.
Who wrote these books?
Egyptology. Who forefathered
Right.
Egyptology?
You don't even know that.
White men.
Who
White men.
fathered Egyptology?
White man.
Father,
Yes, the father of Egyptology is who?
the father of Egyptology.
Yeah, keep
Answer the
repeating
question. Who
No,
is
I'm
it?
repeating it for a reason.
What's his name? What's his name?
I don't care the least about what his name is,
It's a
because I'm not
white-
talking about
it's a white-
Egypt.
it's a white
Egypt is a
He
Greek
gave
term.
you Egyptology, bro.
I'm not talking about Egyptology.
What do you think Kemet?
I said Kemet.
What do you
Where
think?
does Kemet
What do you
come
think
from?
Kemet
Egypt
encompasses?
is after. Just like the word
So
Negro.
this is the problem you have with every Kemetic, Pan-African, Egyptologist. All of those grouped into one. Here's the problem.
Y'all trying to group all of them in the
Quiet.
same.
Let me speak.
And
Let me
I
speak.
apologize if
Let me
your
speak.
statement wasn't
Let me speak.
answered, so.
The problem is everything is law, or they know everything until
They don't know.
they don't
nothing.
know something. And then when you question what they don't know because you do know, oh, I'm not listening to what the white man
So
say.
you know
not
that
even
the
realizing
laws of Kemet did not exclude homosexuality. You know that.
It did.
When did you read the laws of
Let me tell you
Kemet?
why it doesn't.
When did
Let
you
me
read
tell you
the
why
laws
it
of
doesn't
Kemet?
include it. Let me tell you why it doesn't
Go
include
ahead.
it. To answer what this man said, because they still practice it. That's why.
Okay.
Because they still practice
Now let me
it,
ask
and
you a
they
question.
don't persecute.
Okay,
it
then let me ask you a
according to that.
question. Let me
That's
ask you
what
a
it
question.
is. I just answered the question.
Are there believers in the Bible that do homosexuality?
Yeah.
No.
In the Bible, no.
Everyone that
Like we
believes
talking
in the
about-
Bible, none of them do homosexuality.
Not-
People
not-
that believe
not in
now?
spirit and in truth.
I'm saying
Not in
that.
spirit and in truth.
Not in the truth. Not in his truth.
Well,
Not in
the spirit and the truth and true Kemetic beliefs, they don't do things against the degree of God. See,
Isaiah 8.
sure that people that do all kinds of
Isaiah
things today can
18.
still claim something, but that don't mean they're doing the true Kemetic belief.
Right. But here's what's
So I'm
the
saying
problem.
you make comparisons and not relevant.
And then get Isaiah 30,
It's Isaiah 8 and 20.
34. And
To the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them.
Read that again.
To the law and to the testimony,
To what law? The Heavenly Father's law. Go ahead.
to the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them.
Because
Okay,
there's
so
no
now
light in it.
this law that you're reading from, who wrote that Bible that you're reading from?
Heavenly
God's
Father.
hand came down and inspired the men to put it on paper or put it in stone.
God came down and said the
in
disciples'
spirit and
name
told
is
these
Matthew,
people.
Mark, Luke, and John.
Yes, and he addressed them to write
Matthew,
these
Mark,
laws
Luke, and
down.
John, they're not even Jewish now.
Okay.
Those are English now.
Okay, what does the word
So
paradox
you're
come
telling me
from?
the God of
Why are you
Israel
using the
said
word
like
paradox then?
disciples of Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John that are English
Why are you
now.
using the word paradox then?
And
It's
you're
paradox.
saying that Jesus'
White man
name,
beliefs only
and you're
benefits them.
saying that from your
Curtis,
God,
only when it benefits
from the Bible handed from God, that Jesus' name is a J when the letter J was
We know
created
that.
by
We know
the
that. We don't
know
call
that.
him Jesus.
We know
this is
Hebrew.
a failed argument because first
But
of all,
you're reading
this
from
is-
the English
Okay,
Bible
do you-
saying
okay,
that
so we
I'm
can
supposed to
understand
say
it.
that God
But-
wrote that Bible.
So we can understand it.
So we got- but then you turn
we
around
have
and say-
I'm starting to be familiarized with your argument because the last time you came up and we dealt with you came with the same arguments. You wanted to you're thinking that the Most High, the Heavenly Father, was supposed to have came down himself and handed us a book.
I never
and we supposed
believed
to
that.
figure all these
I
things out.
That's what your
never
argument is
believed that.
stating.
No, I
though.
never believed that.
That's what your argument is
No,
stating.
my argument never was
You
based
just
on
said
that.
so.
You know what I
then- so
believe?
it's
What's the
English.
issue?
Do you
Like,
wanna
What's the
know?
issue with us having a
And may I
up-to-date
answer?
translated version of
And
the
may I
book so
answer
we
that?
can understand?
May I
What's
answer?
wrong with that?
May I answer?
Are you gonna answer it straight, man?
I'll do my
We
best.
don't know Egyptology.
So no.
The answer is here. The answer is
20 and 13. If a man also lieth with mankind as he lieth with a woman,
Homosexuality, right?
both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them.
Straight to the point.
And so the Lord not only did He told you what you wasn't supposed to do, but if you actually did it, these are the judgments on that particular matter. Same thing with
So
rape.
are we saying
Hey,
that?
is there laws on rape?
Are we
in the
saying
Bible?
that all black people do homosexuality and that's why we curse?
Why are you? You a demon, dude.
We already said not all.
Yeah, fucking
We already said not all black people are Israelites. We already
But
called
we say those are
Huh?
not Israelites, they get homosexuality. That's what
Yes,
they stress
those
on
Africans, those
homosexuality.
Hamites, those Kemites, those Egyptians, they did. They practiced that. Were you there? Remember that question? Were you there?
I wasn't there, but I read.
And how do you know? But you
I
read out of
read,
whose books?
Well, what I
Whose
based
books?
on,
Who wrote those books?
what I base it on is
Who
this.
wrote those books?
What I base it
Who wrote
on
those
is
books?
those
You ain't
ancestors
been there. I want to know who
created
you read the books from.
civilization.
Who
They
wrote that
created
book?
irrigation.
Who wrote
They
that
created
book?
all these divine
Who wrote
things
that
that
book?
God blessed them and communicated
Who wrote the
with
book where you
them,
got that
which
information?
answers your question.
Who wrote that book that got the information?
Hey, get
The ancient Kemet people did not have your
Hey,
Bible,
I got it.
You got that?
but yet they did all
Isaiah
these
chapter 34,
righteous
verse
things.
16. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. No one of these shall fail, none shall want her mate.
Ooh, hold on. One second.
Yeah, there we go.
I got a pre, bro.
Is there any prophecies in my eye?
That's where I was
Are
trying
there
to go earlier.
prophecies in them?
Yeah.
Yes.
What
One
are some of those?
prophecy
What
is-
are some of those prophecies?
One prophecy is that
Plain and
man is
simple.
going to stray so far, particularly black man, going to stray so far away in being lost from breaking from divine order that he's almost going to forget who he is. And by etching in stone to remind you of your image, that you will recollect who you are and return back to divine order.
Okay.
If you choose to do so.
Why did God destroy the Egyptians then?
Okay.
If
what
they were
happened
so,
is-
Divine order.
if they were so divine
Now
order,
answer that. Now answer the
and they were,
question.
go ahead.
The answer to that question is God did not destroy them. What happened is, this is what happened.
Ooh.
Y'all don't want to hear the answer?
That's secular biblical. That's
You don't want to
secular
hear the
history.
You
answer?
got it wrong already. We know the answer to the question.
When the Kemetic people were faced with all this evil and corruption that was now coming from invaders, from these other people, they equated that for the outcome. And they realized if you go into a physical, military confrontation with this, there's going to be massive killing on both sides. And you have to become the monster yourself in order to deal with absolute murderers, butchering, massacring, demonic beings that the flesh and blood doing all these evil.
What does that have to
So-
do with hundreds of thousands of Egyptians dying in the Red Sea?
In the
That's
Red Sea?
That's biblical.
The honest answer to that one is, and you can look it up, is that they say there's absolutely no historical evidence of anything in that Bible, any character in the Bible, certainly not to the destruction of Kemet people being destroyed in the Red Sea.
The white man has.
What is that?
Tell him other.
I'm saying that I say that's historians, anthropologists, archaeologists.
Who are those? What
And
nationality?
you're wrong.
Oh, you wrong about that. Yeah.
That's a
Because
lie.
archaeologists
That's a
prove.
lie.
Archaeologists prove.
It's all on the internet. You can look it up yourself.
I got the internet on my
Plenty of
phone.
evidence.
These little trees that she had dreams about.
That wasn't a dream. I tell you, I met it.
Well, still, we got it right here.
Yeah. They have They have chariots on the bottom of the Red Sea.
Wheels out of the sea.
Yeah.
I know. I read those reports.
But those
Go
false.
back to the time of Noah. They
Right.
found the Noah's Ark
Right.
on the top of Mount Ararat.
Ararat. Yep. Over where it's like
Right where the Bible
What I
said it.
find when people
These
want to believe
archaeologists
something,
already dug it up, man.
okay.
That was one of the
So now
chariots
y'all
from
believe.
the Egyptians
So now y'all believe.
that actually was changed.
With
they
no
changed
way
to
of
the
y'all going
Israelites.
carbon
They
dating
found it in the-
anything.
they found
Since
it
the
down
white man
in
said
the
it
Gulf of-
exists.
the Gulf of
Since the
Suez.
white man said it exists, y'all believe.
No, he didn't have to say anything.
With all kind of other ones saying they don't even believe that evidence.
Yeah,
That's
like
just
you.
one report. There's all
that?
kind of others
No,
saying
no,
they
that's
don't
two
believe.
reports. That's two reports. The most important report.
Kind.
In this book, hey, let me get to
And I
the
know
to the point
that's a
of this.
serious challenge
Faith.
right there.
Faith.
We say,
Faith is everything.
we
Oh,
say, no,
kind.
I'm not
Faith
talking
is
to
everything.
matter. From the
Faith is
African,
everything.
from the
And that article proves our faith.
Pan-Africanists, they say the biggest shackle put on the black man is that book right
We
there.
not black.
I know a
Well,
Negro.
it's
Not
only
that
because
easy.
you don't understand it. That's why. Because you don't understand. If you understood it, we're free
Believe
because
me,
we
I
understand it.
understand.
You don't.
I heard it, bro.
You don't.
Go bring it
And there
up.
are, and there are, and there are.
Ecclesiastes 12 and 12. And further by these, my son, be admonished, of making many books there is no end, and much study is a weariness of the flesh.
You buried yourself with trying to learn all of these studies, internet researches. That is only valid because you read them. But when we read them, when we read them and research with them to back up our faith in our book that we believe in. Hold on. When we research our faith that backs up our faith in the book that we believe in, it's not working.
What I said? First of all, you're really judging me in the wrong way, but that's okay.
Am I really?
Yes.
Am I really?
First of all, I want to say something to you. I respect y'all and commend y'all for your research. I also commend you for having a strong belief, at least in something. We got a whole bunch of people out here believing in nothing.
We
but
don't
the beer
respect
they
you for
drink
having
out
a strong
and
belief
everything
in
else.
the wrong thing.
Correct.
And
That's
I
our
don't have a problem with
stance
you
on
saying that. But where we're kind of divided is simply this. When I do research, I go into research with an open mind. I don't try to say, I believe in this, therefore I'm only going to read that. And then, there it is, exactly what I wanted. Now I'm only going to block it down there because now I got something to show somebody and say, here's somebody that said what I'm saying.
This
I
is
don't
the
go there.
standard
When
of
I
life.
reach, when I do research, I research and find
So what
many
he just
different
read,
one of
and
them
what I just
to,
read
to say whatever.
means nothing.
I just said
Because
it
you know what I'm
anything.
saying? Because he said the making of many books, there is no end.
Okay.
And I said you cannot
The
put
making
this
of
with any
many
other
books
book.
is no end,
You
right?
can't put every book with this book. You can't put any other book with this book.
But that book only got called the Holy Bible because they made a printing press
How-
at that
who
time
said
with
that?
the King James
Who
Version
said
about
that?
that documented in history.
Because King James is what kind of man
King
was
James
he?
Bible came from the
Dudes with
Catholic
these,
Bible.
with their art, they think that the Bible only existed during the time of King James.
James.
The white man wrote it down
No,
in the
that's not when the
1600s,
Bible came
1500s.
from, and I didn't say
Okay,
that.
so where did
I
make
just
sense
said
that they don't
the
tell
King
make
James had to get permission from the Catholic Church to make his version of the Bible. And before that,
King James hated the Catholics.
Right.
he
And
was
he
still a
condemned-
king
and-
under the
and here-
Catholic. He
and
could
here-
take the throne without being coronated by the Pope.
And here he condemned things that the Catholic Church was doing
Yes, it is.
out of the Bible. So why would he leave that in there?
He
He
had to
had to go
get,
through
I said,
Why would they approve it?
this is in history. He had to get permission from the Catholic Church to make his version of the Bible. Once he got permission, he then assembled his people and his editor and then created the King James Version of the Bible.
Okay.
Now that said, you go back in history to other versions of the Bible and they claim the original so-called Judean Bible is the one where they put about 60 Israelites in individual rooms had to write out their history of their race. And it's saying, and that's the separatists or something like that, the way you say it.
You read
and
that?
then, yes, I read. Yes. And that's where that came from. Then you throw Constantine into the mix. That said, Constantine
was a white man or black man? So-called.
well, from my understanding, he was from Rome. And most of Rome in that era were white.
Sure.
There were black Germans, but most of Rome to that state of power were white. So be that correct or not, if y'all can prove
Did
me
you
wrong,
do any
show me
research on the
proof, I'll
Byzantine
accept
Empire?
No.
it. I'm sorry, the
You do-
Byzantine?
Byzantine
yes, I
Empire?
did something on that.
Were those people white?
The Byzantine, from what I saw with the beards and things, the way they appear to me, they don't appear to be white.
Oh.
So what were they?
I mean, it's hard for me to say, but based on the land and the geographic in which they wear it, I just classify them as black people. So, rather than
They gonna come get you. The FBI come for you. But these three nations, these three tribes right here, which make up the nation of the southern, well not the complete nation, but the southern kingdom of Israel, they were the rulers or the Moors in the Byzantine Empire. It's funny how we can give you direct answers that you can go and research, but then we get an all roundabout thing with
but
you.
you're not getting wrong with that.
We are getting
No,
roundabout.
you're not. If you
Because you
follow what I
said,
just
you
said,
talked for 7 minutes the first time you asked a question to only say I don't know.
It
That's
should
not
have
what I
to
said.
take, it should
I
have to
didn't
take you
just say I
7
don't
minutes to
know.
answer a direct question.
Man, we're asking yes or no's or
See,
this or that.
that's another thing. See, the Bible, the information we get, the knowledge we get here, is totally direct. There's no
It is
gray
direct.
areas, ain't no debate
in the
about it. It's
beginning,
straight up
God created
direct.
the world in 7 days. I don't believe that.
No, he didn't. He created 6 days.
It said, well,
6 days.
correct, 6 days, but the 7 days, and God
You
rested.
know how many days? You know how many days?
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
how many days that really was?
Huh?
You know how many days that really talking about?
How many days?
Thousands of. Hey, get the scriptures.
Get it. The scripture. Second Peter 3. Second Peter 3.
Yeah, that's right.
But
They
I'm
think that he
saying,
literally created the heavens and the earth in under a 24-hour time frame.
I'm just saying this is what they do. They say God created the
Well,
world.
that's because
and
they
then
don't-
the
that's
way
because they
do it,
lack
say
understanding.
seven.
You got to go to
I don't
Second
know,
Peter
that's
chapter
I'm making
3,
a point, but y'all can listen.
verse 8. But beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing,
Uh-huh.
that one day is with the Lord as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years is one day.
7,000 years.
So that
6,000
means
to
technically,
create the earth.
going by what y'all just
1,000
said, then technically Jesus was in the grave for 3,000 years.
one day to the Most High.
One day is 1,000 years. Now, you're not changing it up.
But-
Did you not read?
You know what? No.
Oh, you're changing it up?
No, hold on.
Was it
That
3
was
days or 3 nights?
2.5 days
And
ago.
that mean technically,
that did happen to him.
That means
That actually did happen.
He
It
fasted
actually
for
did happen.
40,000 years, right? Without eating.
No. Listen.
With,
According to his time,
yeah.
2.5 days ago, going on 3 days ago,
Isaiah 28, right.
that was when the Lord got crucified and everything happened.
And he went in 3 days, he rose.
That's not taken in the time of the Lord. The 3 days
I'm
you're talking
talking
about
about
during.
how we flip
We're talking
the
about. We're
script
talking
now.
about. We're talking
I mean,
about.
y'all
here in
say
the
you're
flesh.
direct.
We're
I'm
talking
going
about here in
directly
the
by
flesh
what
in
y'all
the
say.
world.
Y'all saying no, the 6 days
It's
did not
'cause
really
you
mean 6
couldn't
days.
comprehend.
The
You
6
couldn't
days means 1,000 years. Now you're saying, but that's not relevant to Jesus being in the grave for 3 days.
It's not.
Read
It's
that.
not.
Can you
A
read
day
this?
is a day.
Isaiah
It's in the
28,
same
13.
Bible.
Let him read
But
it.
the word of
Wait,
the
hold
Lord
on,
was
one
unto
second. This is why you don't understand. Go ahead.
But the word of the Lord Yahweh was unto them precept upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line, here a little and there a little, that they might go and fall backward and be broken and snared and taken.
That's why you don't understand the Bible, because the way it's written. Because you can't tell when it's actually
I don't have a problem.
72
I
hours.
presented that
Let
to
me
show
say-
y'all
No,
that what
no.
you call is that
But you don't understand. No, you're telling me semantics.
God's hand did not
All you're
extend
trying
from
to do is
heaven,
disprove the
and
Bible.
God said, "Here's the King James version of the Bible." They do not happen.
That's not what happened.
No, that's not
what
it.
happened.
That's not what happened.
That's what I said earlier. You said yes. That's what happened.
But
You said God's hand did
he
come
never
and give us
so he
Bible.
never left records in the earth.
Right.
No, God ain't wrote nothing. That's the whole point.
So
God
so wait.
God
So
don't speak no.
so if
no,
you
your language.
so do everybody that write an autobiography?
Yeah.
Do they sit there and type every word, or do they have somebody type it, but they give the
God
speech
ain't no
of the word?
person like that.
Could you answer my question? If I sit here and
talking
talk,
about people,
listen,
hurt people with
you're
God.
not listening. I thought you were open
Bro,
minded.
this is wasting time, bro.
So if I'm giving you the oracle of my life, the autobiography of my life,
It's not
and
gonna
he's
get through to
typing
him.
it,
It's just for
Fine.
edification.
he's
Fine,
typing
fine.
Okay.
You know,
Isn't that still my autobiography?
it's just
Isn't
an
that still
example
my
to show
book
that
that I wrote?
the wisdom of
It's
the
not.
world is foolishness.
It's not. Even though I didn't type it.
I'm gonna tell you what. If you want to hear what.
All right, man.
68,
That's enough.
68:20.
That's
You
enough.
said
Psalm
enough. You don't
68
wanna
and
know why?
20. He
You
that
know
is
you
our
answered the
power
question. Why
is
you
the
don't
power,
get the
the
answer?
God of salvation.
No,
Said 68 too.
68 and 11.
It's like it. Psalm 68 and 11. The Lord gave the word.
Better.
Great was the company of those that published it.
Read that again.
The Lord gave the word. Great was the company of those that published it.
Great was the company of those that published it, man. Go from there to Deuteronomy 30. Okay.
It's Deuteronomy 30. It's like in 11. For this is the commandment which I command thee this day. It is not hidden from thee, neither is it far off. It is not in heaven that thou shouldest say, who shall go up for us to heaven?
Who shall go up to God, right?
Get
To the Most High. Who's going to go all the way up into the spirit realm? Go ahead.
And bring it unto us,
And come and bring it back down to us. Go ahead.
that we may hear it and do it.
That we may hear it and do it. Go ahead.
Neither is it beyond the sea that thou shouldest say, who shall go over the sea for us? And bring it unto us that we may hear it and do it.
Go ahead. And this is the Most High speaking. Go ahead.
But the word is very nigh unto thee.
The word is right.
There's no
in the
excuse
midst.
to English for us that understand it.
In thy mouth and in thy heart, that thou mayest do it. See, I have set before thee this day life and good, and death and evil. In that I command thee this day to love the Lord thy power, to walk in his ways and to keep his commandments, and his statutes and his judgments, that thou mayest live and multiply, and the Lord thy power, Yahweh, shall bless thee in the land whither thou goest to possess it.
That's plain, man.
Straightforward to the point.
All right. The Lord sent his. When we got the commandments, the chariot, or which was the cloud, it came down and it what was that in Mount Sinai? When
Mount
it
Sinai.
wrote- It wrote on the tablets with the
Inscribed
yeah,
the
inscribed
laser-
the tablets
laser
with the
beam.
with the fire.
Yeah.
That's how we was able to get it, man.
You wrote it down.
And after that, for a period of time, it was always in our custom when we had our books that would govern us. We would keep records of it. We would make additional copies of it, so that we all have our own record copies, man. And it was always preserved like that from that time forth,
So if I'm
even to this very day,
So I'm
man.
understanding you correctly. You're saying there's actually some tablets with these exact words written onto this name that's already been preserved.
The exact understanding.
In Hebrew.
Exact understanding.
In Hebrew. You can look
Exact
it up for
understanding.
yourself. Go to Google Images.
Exact research.
You ain't, come on,
What
man.
you type in? What you type in the search bar?
I'll type
We'll
in
type in what you
papyrus.
said.
I'll
My
type
point. We
in-
didn't say papyrus.
I
We didn't
wasn't
say
finished.
papyrus.
I wasn't finished.
Man, you just
I
confusing,
said one
bro.
part of it, you cut it off.
You
You want
said
to make it confusing.
You
but
said
it's not
papyrus,
confusing.
right? We said what? What did we say?
You asked me what word did I type in. I'm about to go through the list of words.
didn't
that I
find it
typed
'cause
in.
you didn't
Tell
put
me
the
I'm
right
saying
words
about
in.
it.
So you typed in the word
He
papyrus.
asked me what did I
as far
type
as the
in.
tablets. Stone
Papyrus
tablets.
is an ancient, papyrus is an ancient writing,
Jay,
and I was going through this.
Jay
I
ain't gonna
typed
stop.
in papyrus.
Did we say papyrus
I
up
typed
there?
in tablets. I typed in codes. I typed in laws. I typed in scriptures. I typed a lot of things, but I found nothing that
So
says
you could never find it?
pertaining to the stone tablets.
We ain't gotta get, we ain't gotta make, we ain't gotta get into that.
I'm sick of this dude, bro. This
Yeah,
man,
we dealt with him before though. It was the same.
It's exactly what you said.